The week, the 14th to the 18th of July. What does the week have in store for each and every one of us? As always, I will pull out 3 oracle cards with messages, something that the spirit wants you to focus upon or be aware of. One big thing happening this week, we are on the 17th entering into Mercury retrograde. This energy, of course, will last until mid-August. So yeah, as always, I will make an additional video about that energy. Mercury retrograde, we have this 3 or 4 times a year, so this is not a new energy for us, but of course it can be different each time, feel different each time. So yeah, let's see what the week is want to tell us. Okay, as always, I pulled out 3 different cards, as I said. On the back there are messages, as always, different types of messages. So let's see. First one. Relationship harmony once again. We had this card showing up, I think it was twice in 1 week. One and the same week. So again, we have this relationship harmony. And what I'm thinking about is, of course, it's for many, especially in Europe, maybe also in North America, we have, it's vacation time. And of course, we are not spending as much time with our family as in the old days, because we are very occupied with, first of all, work, and second of all, for children, youth, school. And yeah, and when we are finished work, school, we have many extracurricular afterwards, practicing, exercising, meetings with friends, etc. But in the vacation period, there are a pause, and you are maybe forced to be with your family. And maybe you go somewhere and visit your grandparents, for example, or your aunts and nieces, nephews, uncles, you name it, the family. And you know that when we are so many different people, even though it's family, when we are many different people stuck together, for example, if you go on a cabin or camping, the space is much narrower than you are used to in your own home. You don't have your comfort zone. You're out of your comfort zone. You don't have your things around you, right? And you have to be around these people 24/7 for a period of time. And of course, arguments and conflicts will show up. Maybe old arguments and old conflicts will show up. But the angels, call upon the angels this week, and to open up the hearts of each and every one. And yeah, maybe they will help you to tone down the arguments and conflicts. The last few days you have to be together. Okay, next, victory. Woohoo! Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Thank you. I'm claiming this. I really hope my prayers have been heard and that they soon will be answered. Yes, so whatever this is for you, this is a confirmation that yeah, good things are coming your way. Look at the colors of these two images. This is the higher chakra, you know, the third eye and the crown chakra. So very high vibrational energy the week to come. And the last one, ooh, more violet color. And also the orange, the sacral chakra, the creation, compassion. Soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Yes, you are praying. Maybe you're praying for this vacation with the family to soon be over. I don't know. Yes, I remember one little thing. I remember when I was a child, I always visited my great-grandmother. She lived on the other side of my home country. It was a long journey at that time because I had to drive for a lot of time over the mountain, and we had to take 3 ferries over the fjord to get to where she lived. And each summer we were then 3 different and sometimes 4 different families gathered together. You know, it was my mother's uncle and his wife and their daughter. They often came to visit at the same time, and then it was my aunt and her husband and their children, and it was me and my mother and father and my grandparents, my mother's parents, and so yeah, and my great grandmother. So yeah, I remember it was the house wasn't large, so we were all very grateful. Each time the weather was very good, because then we could be outdoors. But there, of course, there were conflicts because, you know, my aunt didn't like my father, and my father usually kept himself away and spending most time with my grandmother's second brother, because he lived there with my great grandmother, not in the same house but in a different house. So yeah, he was always helping him with different things, and yeah, always out in the boat. And I think it was wise of him, because then he avoided all the conflicts and the confrontations, of course, with my aunt. But my mother didn't approve. She didn't understand that it was actually the best. It was actually for the best. But yeah, so maybe this is just a little thinking for me. Yeah. Okay, Queen of Cups. Yeah. Compassion, comfort. Yeah. Queen of Cups is a very compassionate energy. So embrace this energy when entering into the week, and have the understanding of, if you are, as I said, with many different people on vacation at the same time now. And of course this can be with work situation. Working in vacation period, especially in the summertime, is horrible. I remember one time I was almost alone as a nurse with so many responsibilities, and so yeah, I was glad that summer was when it finished it. Okay, so we'll pull out 5 cards. So we have to speak a little bit fast. Okay, Wednesday wanted to show itself, but we'll flip it around. Okay. And the last one. Okay, so we'll reveal the back at the end as always. Now, talk fast. I'm always surprised how fast the time goes when I start these readings. I always think that I have a lot of time, but suddenly, yeah. Okay, Monday we also the Temperance, yeah, being patient and balanced. Here you can see that there are many energies colliding together, and yeah, you can't have. I feel that put more joy into this battle than anger. Yeah, it's time to put more joy into this this battle. Okay. Tuesday, 8 of Wands. When you put more joy into the day-to-day work, I feel. Yeah, when you put more joy into the day-to-day work, energy will flow much more easily. So the energy will start to flow much more easily on Tuesday when you put more joy into work. Strength, yeah, you have to be strong and resilient to survive the last few days with these people. But yeah, maybe you are enduring because you are starting your vacation at the end of this week. So maybe this is something about your colleagues. Maybe you're fed up with all your colleagues and you're just, oh, thank God, I'm going to have vacation very soon. But yeah, endure this last few days. Okay, one more major arcana. Wow, the Emperor. Ooh. Taking the leadership of your own life. That is what the Emperor do. So yeah, maybe I suddenly heard take leadership of your own mood. Yeah, it looks a little bit like, you know, you understand who I'm talking about, from a German guy from World War II. I don't think I have ever watched any picture of him smiling or any yeah, so yeah, take the leadership of your own mood. Only you can put a smile on your face. Okay, and the last one, 5 of Wands. This is, don't be discouraged by maybe technical problems. You know, on Thursday we enter into Mercury retrograde, and maybe you will notice some technical difficulties already on Friday. So don't be discouraged by that. It will pass, of course. Embrace this, maybe embrace this little pause from technical things. Yeah. Okay, last one. Entering into the weekend with healing. Yeah, healing, because maybe you start vacation, you take a time off your work environment and take a time off your work colleagues. That is a good thing. Maybe you take a break from your boss. Yeah, or if it, as a child in the beginning, if you are on a family vacation, this family vacation ends the weekend to come, and finally, yeah, you can relax. So whatever this conflict and confrontation is in your life, you know, be compassionate with yourself, and be compassionate to the other people involved, that maybe you feel that it's them that are causing these conflicts, but remember that you also play a part in reacting, right? If you stop reacting in a certain way, you stop responding in a certain way, this conflict will phase out. Yeah. Okay, I thank you so much for watching this video. Take really good care of yourself throughout the weekend. No, the week, sorry. And bye for now.